everybody, this is Grey here today, and we're going to ask the age-old question. A lot of people are always asking me, is gardening worth it? Be it your urban gardening or your homestead gardening or all the other different options of different types of gardening that there is. So today, me and Lady Grey have been out here doing some work in the garden. She said, well, why don't you just, video what you're doing today? Because basically today, on a weekly basis, we're always harvesting and fighting off bugs and all the other things associated with gardening, watering, checking soils and stuff like that. So I figured, I'd kind of give you guys an inside look to the way I, or us, I don't like to, exclude her, because she'll get mad at me and you guys won't see me no more. Anyways, folks, I just want to show you, I got some things that I got to harvest. I got some peppers I got to do, and kind of discuss with you during that process what I'm doing and stuff like that. I've already pulled off my cherry 100 tomatoes for the day, and some of my purple hall peas. And there's a war brewing over there in the purple hall pea section between ladybugs and aphids and all kinds of fun bugs and stuff like that. But that's just the life cycle of things, and those are the things that you have to deal with gardening. People look at the different things from the monetary aspect of gardening, seeds and soil, and all those kinds of fun stuff like that. And I just want to show you that, beyond the cost of gardening and stuff like that, it's also, you're spending time with your family, you're growing your own food. There's lots of pros to gardening and stuff like that from my perspective. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and start harvesting stuff, and I'm going to have my camera woman today, which is Lady Grey behind the camera, helping me out do this video today, which I thought was pretty awesome because she's had some time to do so instead of me trying to do everything by myself. But we're going to go ahead and move over to the peppers and stuff, and start harvesting some of those, and I'm going to kind of explain the types of peppers that they are. And I think we also have an eggplant that we pulled the other day. We're going to look at some of the blooms and stuff like that. So we got some fun stuff to look at. I'll see you guys here shortly. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to harvest some of these hot habanero peppers. And I got a bunch of other peppers over there too, some orange bites. We have a black bell pepper and some other things. I'm going to explain why. Because this is over in the 50-gallon grow bag that I have all those pepper plants growing into, and why we're going to take some a little early, even though they're green and not might be fully developed. Is the reason I want to do that is because I don't want the plants focusing so much on the initial peppers that have come off the plant. I want them to start focusing on getting a little bit bigger and stronger before they start producing more peppers. To me, it just seems to work best for me. And like I said, we're going into my second year of gardening, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move down here and start cutting these hot peppers here. And you can see it's a very robust, plant. And this one I'm going to cut anyways, even though it's a little green, because it has bugs in it. See? You want to see that in there? Can you see that bug inside there, folks? Goes to show that even pepper plants are not immune. Now what I'm going to do is there's some seeds in there, and I'm going to take those seeds and save those seeds so that I can use them to grow more plants. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and throw that one down there. We're going to continue to go ahead and harvest these peppers because this is going to keep the plant producing peppers. Whoops. Go ahead and throw that down there and pull these peppers up. The rest, I'll let them start to ripen. All right, folks, so as you can see here, some of these plants, they just got like one pepper on them. I don't know if you can see that. They just got like one little pepper on there. This one has a couple on there as well. And move over here so you guys can kind of see this as well. One pepper. Move into this section here. Where'd she go? There she is. There's that pepper there. This one we're going to leave alone. This is the jalapeno peppers. This is an heirloom plant. And we're going to let that, they're starting to sprout there. So I'm going to leave those alone. It's doing well enough with the whole pepper 50-gallon grow bag. But we're going to go ahead and harvest some of these now. Just to put more energy into growing of the plants and producing more blooms and whatnot. And we're going to just go ahead and cut those peppers that are on there now to kind of let that energy focus into the plant itself. Okay, so let's get to harvesting. I'm going to go ahead and start with this awesome sweet pepper here. Cut that bad boy off. I mean, look at the size of it. I'm a pretty big dude, and that's my hand. This is a Cubanelle sweet pepper. I like to have sweet peppers and hot peppers, and all in between. I'm just a really kind of a pepper kind of guy, aka prepper. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and, like I said, start snipping these ones off here. and collecting these. And the thing is you can let peppers sit on the counter or whatnot, and they will ripen. They'll continue to ripen as they sit in your kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple of these other ones here. Cut this one down here. Cut that here. I'm going to go ahead and set these down right here for now while I stack my peppers. And then right here, this is something new that I'm growing this year. This is a black bell pepper. As you can see, it's starting to get that beautiful colorization in there. And what I like to do is when I'm preparing meals, I love to add color. So be it red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, black peppers, all the different types of peppers is very awesome. I'm going to go ahead and cut this here as well. And like I said, I could go over all the different plants with you in regards to different types of peppers, but I don't want to bore you guys to death. But I do have 5 different types of peppers that I've discussed in the past. So that is going to be all the peppers that I'm taking off this plant here. And you can see so far what we've gathered from those peppers. Okay, folks, so we're going to go ahead and look at this eggplant here. I don't know if you can see with the different things, but we've got lots of blooms on here, as you can see throughout. There's blooms all over this eggplant. And I don't know if Lady Grey, do you know which plant this one is?
I believe it's a midnight moon.
Midnight moon? Eggplant. And then we have another eggplant as we cruise on over here in the garden that is doing relatively well. And you can see some of the blooms over here as well. There and there. And like I said, we've had a couple eggplants over already on this plant here. And as they come, we just keep on picking them. But I just wanted to show you that the blooms on these things here, that they're continuing to bloom and produce eggplants for us. And I'm going to go ahead and pan this way, and so I can focus in on some of the tomato plants that we have growing. Of course, these are some of the heirlooms. I think we have a German queen and whatnot that we've been harvesting from. And funny enough, this plant is probably about almost 8 foot tall. And then we have the cherry 100 plant over here, which you guys are probably familiar with. And as you've seen, it has finally made its way around to meet the purple hall peas. So back up this way, and I don't know if you guys can see that, where the tomatoes have met the hall peas. And if you guys remember when I first did this, there was not that much there, and the plants have kind of, taken a life of their own. But what I really want to show you folks is the war that's happening over here with these plants. And what you're about to see may scare you. So I want to get really close and show you. I'm going to try to get that focus on there. Can you see all those aphids on there, folks? Can you see that? But that entire plant is just, that bean right there is covered in aphids. But then we have some of our workers that are eating aphids, and I'm going to see if I can get this to focus on that. Let me see if I can get that to focus on there. Nope, it's focusing on your finger. Let me see if I can get that there. Nope. Come on, you can do it, camera. Let me see if I pull out on it. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that ladybug. They're working on, the camera's not going to work for me. But I'm going to try to pull out over this way. And kind of, the sun is not working in my favor. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Here, let me switch places with you. And see, you guys can see that ladybug is working hard to try to get rid of some of these aphids. So people who say that ladybugs do not work, they're absolutely wrong. Ladybugs are helping me out, get rid of some of these aphids. There's other ways to do it, of course. You can just rinse them off and spray them down, as some folks say. But there's a war going on between the ladybugs and the aphid population that has invaded these beans. And like I said, there's ladybugs all throughout here. I've showed you a couple of them. We also have garden flies that are trying to assist us in, saving these plants and getting rid of these aphids. Now, I'm going to try to come in here and show you, these are called, where are they at? These guys right there. Those are the nymphs, you said?
I think so.
Of the ladybugs, and they're also working, and I know the camera's not going to work with us here because of the lighting, but the nymphs are also eating aphids as well. So you can be proactive, but also having the right bugs in here. And I don't know why this camera will not focus where I want it to focus at, but I'm trying to give you guys a close look at this situation. and it's not going to focus. It catches it, then it goes. But I do apologize. It's just the phone camera, so you know, you got to deal with what you got. I just saw a ladybug scurrying that way, hanging out in there. But you can see the ladybugs are trying to do their thing. They're trying to help the gray garden out.
There's a bee, a wasp under there too.
Best that they can.
Right under there.
But I really wanted to show you that because, like I said, the infestation is pretty bad. That's why what we're doing to try to fight this whole situation here, folks, is basically trying to harvest as much as we can in the process. We've kind of spotted a few other ladybug things, like these are like the cocoons. I don't know if you guys can see that after the nymphs in their second stage before they turn into a ladybug, and that is a ladybug cocoon there. At least that's my assumption. I'm no bug expert, but for everything I've read, that's what we got going on. Then we're also having to fight these bugs here, and they're only affecting really the Cherry 100. I'm going to try to get close to this guy here. Can you see that? There. We're having fun dealing with those folks there. Basically, to be proactive with those is what we're having to do, is basically get them by hand and kill them and stomp on them. There's really nothing else that you can do with that there. But that's the life of a gardener. And the thing is, with us, we have to just keep on being proactive and harvesting as we can, as fast as we can, to make sure that the bugs don't attack our plants. All right, folks, so basically that's just a little kind of a quick of some of the stuff that me and Lady Grey do on a daily basis, sometimes a weekly basis, depending on the scenario, types of infestations, harvesting, whatever we got going on, we kind of break it down. But gardening can be a full-time job. You really have to maintain your garden depending on the size of your garden. I know things differ from indoor gardens to outdoor gardens and stuff like that. But all in all, to me, to answer that question, is gardening worth it? To me personally, it 100% sure is. I enjoy this. Even dealing with the bugs and learning about the different types of bugs out there and how they can either work in conjunction with you as the gardener and also the ones that are against you. The bugs that just, you know, seem to always want to ruin your crops and take all that stuff away from you, all the hard work that you put into. So again, you have to be very proactive in gardening, but the outcome for me is truly awesome. So the last thing I want to do is show you what we've harvested today real quick. Like I said, we're harvesting basically anywhere from, I don't know, every 3 to 5 days to a week. And for a family of 3, we're doing pretty well. I got a lot of other things to go over with you, but we'll do that in a follow-up video. I don't want this one to be an hour long of me rambling on about my garden. So I'm going to go quickly to the shade house and take you guys in there real quick and show you what we've picked up today outside of the garden. Okay, so real quick today, folks, these are some of the Cherry 100 tomatoes that we grabbed off the vine. Those are some of the peppers. Those are some of the hall peas, the eggplant, the lemon cucumber, and these are some of the other peppers that we picked up today in today's harvest. And like I said, there's a nice variety here. I don't know if I can pull back and show you guys, you know, the little bit that we have. But all in all, it's like this is like almost every few days that we're having to come through and you know, pick our tomatoes and whatnot. And the purple hall peas are just continuously producing, and yeah, just really having a good time. All right, folks, so really I want to go ahead and wrap this up. I know I probably said that already once or twice in this video, but I really wanted to touch on one thing, and just to let you guys know, you know, yes, it's hot and it's sweaty. I got sweat pouring down my face. So, you know, it's late afternoon. Me and Lady Grey have spent so much time together today and enjoyed ourselves, you know, our family time and stuff together. But I really wanted to tell you guys and ask you guys one quick thing. You know, would you like to see like some cooking videos in regards to, like, okay, so Lady Grey the other day, she took the purple hall peas, she let them soak, and she made this stew with the beans and stuff like that. We added some bacon in there and some other vegetables and whatnot. And I forgot, what else did you add to it?
Cabbage.
Cabbage, there we go. I can't remember everything, but it was such an awesome meal. And we had that for dinner, and we have leftovers. It goes to show that we do use what we find in our garden and grow in our garden to cook and to have our meals with. Last thing to wrap this up, for folks that have lasted this long and watched this entire video, don't forget, I have a video coming out. I have 2 giveaways coming up. One is going to be the Blue Eddy EB55 that's going to be a Father's Day giveaway. And then I also have a giveaway that was just brought to my attention by my representative over at Jace Medical. A lot of you folks are always worrying about antibiotics. Well, Jace Medical reached out to me and touched base with me, and we're going to do another video on that, and we're going to be doing a giveaway of a pouch of antibiotics for you folks out there that may have not had a chance or the finances to purchase a Jace Medical kit in regards to all the array of antibiotics they have. And I'll kind of link these videos here and here if you haven't seen either one of yet. Here's the Blue Yeti, and then here will be the Jace Medical video as well. I don't know how well that's going to come on the screen, but it is what it is. Other than that, folks, this is GreyMan. I want to say be safe out there. Know that you're not alone, and I'll see you guys in a rebound. God bless.